This is the gospel according to the IRS. Breaking Points and Church Financial Updates. And now, here's the authority, Dr. Michael Chitwood and Breaking Points.
Michael Chitwood, welcome to Breaking Points today. Thank you for joining the program today. We have had an exciting program this entire series. We've been dealing with the check writer and the bookkeepers of your church. Great people. The board members, great people. The pastor. And you know what I found? We really just want to do this right, don't we? No one wants to be illegal. No one wants to go to jail. I know of a bookkeeper that was 62 years of age that went to jail because of some of the transactions she was doing. And you know why she was doing it? It's because she was about 37 years doing the books there at the church. I think it was 37 years, 62 years of age. And she says that's the way they'd always done it. I can remember the time back in the old church days where the evangelist would come to your church, you'd take him up a love offering and you put it in an offering envelope, cash and checks, and you'd give it to him and you'd never be able to count for it. These days you must give them a 1099. I've been giving you some of the documents that you need to keep. Let me give you a few more. 6 items that you should keep for 3 years. Grab your pad and pen. Let's get started on Breaking Points. 6 items that you must keep for 6 years. Check writer, this is for you. Because you need to have this Check Writers University course, you need to take it. Take it for your own benefit. It's fabulous for all nonprofits. It's fabulous for every church check writer. Get it. Board members, you should take it. It would help you with your knowledge of what to vote for and what you can't vote and make a law unless you know what you're doing. 6 items that you should keep for 3 years. 6 items that you should keep for 3 years. Number 1, bank statements and bank reconciliations. Bank statements and bank reconciliations. You know that you must have a double entry set of books. You can't have a single entry set of books. You have to have double entry. Put that down if you would. Number 1 was bank statements and all of the bank reconciliations. And I don't want you to reconcile the back of a bank statement for your bank rec. I'd like you to have a double entry bank account reconciliation statement. Number 2, all employment applications need to be kept. I like to keep those. They need to be kept for 3 years. Number 3, any expired insurance policies. All expired insurance policies. Keep them for 3 years. Number 4, correspondence to the Internal Revenue Service that you've had back and forth. Maybe you didn't file this form, 941, 8282, 8283. 5578, 945, W2, W3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1099, 1096. Keep all correspondence that you've had with any Internal Revenue Service branch, district, or any Internal Revenue agent, or any state that you've had. Keep those correspondence. Number 5, petty cash reconciliations. You understand that petty cash is something to reimburse people for when they bring the receipt back. It's not to act as an allowance box where you give the money to them. Now, some people you can trust to go out and get something, like for gasoline. If they're filling up the van with gasoline, give them $20, we'll say. They go out and fill it up. They bring the receipt back. The problem is it's better to give them the receipt. It's better for them to give you the receipt, and then you reimburse them, instead of you give them the money and they bring the receipt back, because you've got so much to do. Being a check writer of a church is a full-time responsibility, especially if your church is growing. And I believe all of you pastors are big thinkers. I believe you check writers and board members are big thinkers. Anybody that doesn't want their house to grow is not probably serving the church well there. They need to probably rethink their position and become a big thinker, want the church to grow. And the last thing is all supporting documentation that you feel like could be an integral part of your financial records. I want you to keep them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we examine this today, it's important for us as church leaders and people that's involved with church affairs, the financial affairs, and every aspect of that ministry, that we make sure that we're doing everything according to the law. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of pastors going to jail. I'm tired of bookkeepers going to jail because of a lack of knowledge. When the knowledge is out there, what are we waiting on? See, the Bible's clear. It says that wisdom is the principal thing. And the Bible also says this, being a hearer of the word only, and not a doer of the word, you deceive your own self. And to be unforgotten, you must do something unforgettable. I believe in you as a check writer. My problem is this, is that you've not had proper training. You haven't had the knowledge to do your job. You're doing it the old way. You're doing it the way the board told you to, and the board just doesn't know. I suggest this to you today. If you want God to bless your church, get your house in order. I will tell you this, from my heart to your heart, from my ministry that God has placed me over to your ministry, I will tell you this, God cannot and will not bless a mess. This is Michael Chitwood. I'll see you tomorrow on Breaking Points.
Breaking Points gives you the latest IRS updates and tax law. Pastor, if the IRS came to your church today, what would you say? If you really want your house of worship in order, call 1-800-345-9117.